Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
The winner moves on to the AFC Championship game. This should be some battle. Off we go here in the divisional round. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. So here come the Chargers, the offense getting set to come out, led by their quarterback, the 6th overall pick of the 2020 draft. It's Justin Herbert.
After talking to him the other day, it seems like he's really embracing this moment, Mike. I mean, he said something along the lines of playing with the pressure that comes with the playoffs is a privilege, and I couldn't agree more. Not everyone gets the opportunity to play on this stage. So when you have these types of moments, you really have to take advantage of them and just go for it. If the rest of the team can match that mindset, I think they got a good shot today to leave with a win. Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold them to just a short game.
3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Herbert. Open man is Palmer. It's complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These third down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Herbert now on 1st down. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. That's his first grab of this divisional round matchup, and it's good for the 1st down as well. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Here's 2nd and 2. Pistol here for Herbert. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
Nice job bouncing back there on 2nd down. 1st down, they gave up way too many yards and put them in 2nd and short. But now they can gain some of that back with that sack and brings up 3rd and medium, and the likelihood of getting off the field just went up.
Throwing is Herbert on 3rd down. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. A lot of times as an offensive player, you come off the field, you're not thrilled to end a drive like this with a field goal. But I think in this case, you can label it a success. You were able to operate your offense. You were able to quiet this crowd just a little bit and come away with an early lead.
The Tennessee offense taking the field for the first time. They're led by their quarterback, the 2nd-round pick out of Kentucky, Will Levis.
Mike, I was watching the news this morning, and people were tailgating before the sun even came up. I mean, these fans have been waiting for this one since the moment they clinched home field advantage. That excitement, it's translated into a ridiculous hostile environment. I mean, it's clear the support of this entire city right now falls behind this team, and with that comes a lot of pressure. If he's going to lead his team to the championship game, he has to stay level-headed through this chaos, because if he's able to do that here, I really like their chances of playing next Sunday.
Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about. And they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. The Chargers offense back onto the field as you take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Shotgun now for Herbert. Quick throw, taken in. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Looking middle of the field, it's complete. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. And that one had too much behind it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5.
22 Linda.
Once again, it's Pacheco. About 3 to the 28-yard line.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And he will have a Titans 1st down. They're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
54, like 54.
On the ground, here's Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 2 first downs, and they are at the 46 now. It's 1st and 10. A handoff to Pacheco. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Remember, Mike, he's already had a touchdown earlier in the 1st quarter. And at the way this game has started off, it looks like this defense is going to have their hands full stopping this guy.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Like 5-4. Odd.
Now Levis. He's going to air this one out. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Touchdown Titans. Extra point attempt to come here. He knocks it through. And the Titans extend their advantage to 14-3. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This is fielded inside the 5. And And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. Now, Herbert. Quick throw here is complete. 11 yards on the connection there. 1st down, L.A. Fake the handoff. Oh, the blitz overwhelming the offensive line, and down he goes. Here's Herbert. He runs with it. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage. But that's all he can get out of that one.
Give him credit for keeping this play alive as long as he could. This easily could have gone down for a loss, but he's kind of able to find his way forward and at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd and long, it's Herbert. He connects with Palmer on that one.
It's pretty evident, Mike, when a quarterback and his wide receiver are operating on the exact same page. The anticipation, the timing, the accuracy of both the route and the ball. And when they're working together like this, that's the definition of teach tape.
Out comes the Tennessee offense. They get set to see what they can do. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he'll work ahead for about 5 to the 25. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. 1 quarter in the books in this AFC divisional playoff. 14-3 is the score. And we're back in Music City. Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10.
Like 13, like 13.
Here's Pacheco. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground. They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
Hold on, like 90. 29's down, 22 Rita.
Now, Levis. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterback's lucky on that one, Mike, that ball ended up just harmlessly falling to the ground. It was that initial pressure that got to him that forced the errant throw, and fortunately for this offense, that ball didn't end up going the other way.
And that is going to be good enough. He's got that 1st down. So conversion, and they move it to the 46-yard line.
20 Rita. Like 49.
Levis to throw. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should.
And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Tennessee. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
He'll start at the 4. He'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Chargers offense ready to take over once more. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now. He'll go right and find his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now it's Herbert. Pass is caught. It's Tyler Scott. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. Herbert to throw. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Throwing, Herbert. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Mike, I love studying the NFL and just seeing the amount of ways NFL coordinators are able to get their running backs now involved in the passing game. They're kind of chess pieces. They can move them out in the slot. They can put them out wide, of course, out of the backfield. It's a big part of today's modern NFL.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. Throwing again, Herbert. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn it to a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down. And when you find yourself down double digits, you don't want to make habit of settling for these field goals. It does allow them to chip away a little bit and cut into this deficit, but they've got to find a way to score touchdowns.
Davis now to return it. Oh, very good field position to start as the return is past the 40. The Titans offense and their running back Isaiah Pacheco head out for the next drive. And as this season starts to wind down, we look ahead to NFL honors the week of the Super Bowl. Take a look at some of the candidates to take home the award for the Offensive Player of the Year. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards.
Hey, come on.
Here's a handoff to Pacheco, running left. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
Like 24.
Levis to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
Here's 1st and 10.
Like 54. Yeah.
A handoff, running left, it's Pacheco. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down. Now a give to Pacheco, running right, and good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
Like 13, like 13.
A run. It's Pacheco. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown Titans. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his second touchdown of the game. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Chargers offense headed back to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. To throw, it's Herbert. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw is Herbert. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Here's Logan Cook now. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Titans offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They've opened up a big lead already, trying to put this one to bed maybe before halftime. Another drive starts here with 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Throwing is Levis. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Here's Levis. Going for it all. And that is incomplete.
How often do we see teams kind of nurse these big leads, Mike, especially as the game unfolds? They turn to the ground game. They try to slow everything down. Well, not this offense. They refuse to take their foot off the gas. They're still mining for explosive plays. And frankly, with the way today's gone, I don't blame them.
1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Now Herbert. Quickly to the outside and complete.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
He lets this one go. Looking for Scott. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end. These two teams fighting to get to that AFC Championship game next Sunday. Back to it here, the third quarter underway. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the fourth. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
22, Rita.
On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. What more could you ask for on first down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short.
Like 54, like 54.
Off the play fake, it's Levis. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
Outside of a turnover, this was probably the worst-case scenario. Immediate pressure in his face with nowhere to go with the ball downfield. Just get the ball out of your hand. Live to play another down. Instead, he retreats backwards and leads to a massive loss.
To throw is Levis. That ball is caught on the sideline and both feet inbounds. A big 3rd down pickup for a 1st down. On the bootleg, it's Levis. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
Like 0.
On the handoff, this is Pacheco. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Like 54.
A give here to Pacheco. And he's going to bring this one close to a 1st down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
Like 0.
A run up the middle with Pacheco. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
Pretty much just more of the same from what we saw with this back in the first half. And he doesn't need much. He gets a little bit of space, and then he can create the rest. It's the combination of patience, vision, and then the burst to hit the hole once he sees it. This guy's been a handful all day.
Ball right on the 5-yard line, 2nd down and goal.
54, Mike 54. Hey, mayday. 40 Rita.
They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. Hard running, close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him just short. Half yard, that's all they need on this 3rd and goal.
Like 5-4.
They'll run with Pacheco. And waiting, no signal. He did not. No, he did not get in. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings...
And he will drive his way into the end zone. Will Levis. Touchdown, Tennessee. The extra point, up and good. And the Titans will extend this third quarter lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This will be returned from the 6. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. On play action, now Herbert. He'll get this one out to his fullback. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Well, not exactly a highlight reel type play, but in some cases, just checking the ball down to your fullback, picking up some positive yards is the only play that's to be made.
He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
It's so easy to underestimate the speed of this quarterback until you get on the field. They break down your pursuit angle so quickly because of that speed, so give credit to the defense. They understand it's a collective effort to contain this guy, and this time, defense...
That's down the field and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I think anytime you find yourself trailing in the second half, Mike, all offensive play callers fight the urge to chase those points. They tend to get a little bit overeager. They tend to push the envelope sometimes a little too far. Those turnovers, they only make the deficit grow, not shrink. Now, there's a lot of football left, Mike. They can still get back into this. They just have to be a little bit smarter about which risks you're willing to take.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. 1st down. Here's a handoff to Pacheco. And he'll work his way down inside the 30. Chewing off 7 yards on that one. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. On the ground, here's Pacheco. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A handoff to Pacheco. And he'll get about 3 on that one. It'll be 2nd down. They'll run with Pacheco. And the Titans are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 14 yards on the pickup there. 2 yards from 6 points. It is 1st down and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Good blocking, and he's in. Touchdown, Titans. Taking care of business on the ground to get the score. And, Greg, the big guys up front, they deserve some praise on that one.
Absolutely, Mike. And it really only takes one guy to distort the defense and win his block. But in this case, Give credit to the entire unit. They did their job, and they reward their offense with a touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. He's going to try it here again. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
I got to give credit, Mike, where credit is due. I mean, they have played a complete game in all facets of football. I mean, the scoreboard pretty much reflects what we've seen play out here over the last 4 quarters.
Hey, come on, come on.
Up the middle they go. And he'll get about 5.
Like 24.
They'll stick with him again. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
Like 54.
They'll stay on the ground. And a nice gain there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
Like 0.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Like 13. Like...
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. And the Titans are going to have a first and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1. Here's a run. Down to the goal line. No signal. Is he in? They'll say it did not break the play, but a real solid gain on 1st and goal. Now here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, like 13.
They'll go with him again. And he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play. And now it is 3rd and goal. They'll run. He slams it in there. And he is in. Touchdown, Tennessee. He is shining in this postseason spotlight. That's his 2nd touchdown of the game. The extra point is up and through. And the Titans will add one more onto their big lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. Quick throw, taken in. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Here's Herbert. To the left side, catch made by McConkey. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
And the Chargers first down.
Now, Herbert. He'll look over the middle and find his running back. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
First down, Chargers.
Herbert to the air again. This one complete to Palmer. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Now Herbert again. They'll try to set up the screen here. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Again, they'll throw with Herbert. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. Here comes 3rd and 6. Herbert to the air again. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the... Defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
3 for 3 in the game, as this one is also good. And the Chargers cut 3 off the lead, but they still face a sizable deficit.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Here we go.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10. Now he'll air one out. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
49, Mike 49. And 24 Linda. Black green and team green.
Levis. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away. And incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. He's going to take a shot down the field, and he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. On 1st down, Levis. That is brought in at the 10. And he's going to be taken down.
Now it just seems like this offense is piling on. I mean, after a day where they have completely dominated their opponent, a lot of offense would just be content with handing this ball off. But not this group. They continue to throw the ball, and they continue to get chunk plays. And they showed they're not going to slow down until that final whistle blows.
The ball still at the 8-yard line for 2nd down and goal. He's got it at the 3. And he's into the end zone yet again. Touchdown Titans. Saving his best for the playoffs. his third touchdown of the game. We might need a calculator before this one is done. It has been one-sided, and the route rolls on, Greg.
Absolutely, Mike, and they just keep piling on the points. I mean, this offensive play caller, he's saying it's never enough. I'm going to try to score with every possession, and we've seen him do that all game long.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Now it's Herbert. He connects with Palmer on that one. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Los Angeles.
Let's go, let's go.
Herbert now on first down. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Seemed to me from up here, Mike, that he really locked in on that guy. He told himself, I'm going to give my guy a chance to go compete for this ball. But anytime he enters such a crowded area, it usually means if he works through his progression, there's an easier throw somewhere on the field. Instead, he tries to fit it in and just wasn't able to quite make the completion. Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Throwing is Herbert on third down. He lets this one go. Looking for Scott. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Anytime you have a big completion like that, Mike, all the focus tends to fall on the quarterback and the receiver, and rightfully so. But when you have the pass protection that allows you to attack downfield, your quarterback is so much more comfortable in the pocket. That's total team offense on display right there with that big pickup.
Throwing again, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. To throw, it's Herbert. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. They do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. The extra point by Aubrey is good. And the Chargers will get just a bit closer. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Davis now to return it. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Titans offense ready to take over possession of the football. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong.
29's down, 22 Rita. 20 Rita. Hero's down, 90 down. Diamond, diamond.
On 1st and 10, here's Levis. Going up top. And that is incomplete.
When you air it out like that on these big shots downfield, they're not always high percentage plays. It takes a lot of things to line up timing-wise, location of the field, accuracy of the throw to result in those big plays. But I think they've got to continue to search for those and try to generate a little bit of a spark.
Well, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly in his third and 10. Here we go. One final play. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And they are going to add 6 more here at the end. stay tuned for the coach's handshake. It might not be the friendliest. That late touchdown extends the margin of victory here on the game's final play.
Yeah, Mike, I'm not sure how popular this move is going to be on the other sideline. And listen, I understand in the huddle sometimes kind of players take it upon themselves to do things like this, but the call there has to be take a knee, move on, shake hands, and go to the locker room. But not in this case.
So, it's a win here for the Titans. They are moving on as the #1 seed. Victory means they locked out another home date